Hello, my name is Pierre Racz. I am the CEO of Genetec, and this is Security AMA. How will we remain relevant if the tools can automate the data collection and export? Well, you're going to have, if you're going to use mindless systems to manipulate your data, you're likely to increase the ratio of garbage and garbage correlations. So the old adage still holds: garbage in, garbage out. A lot of companies are not hiring young people and not training young people because they think AI is going to be able to do the job. You will see these companies crash and burn in the next few years. And we're hiring young people and training them, and we will be there to dig you out of the hole you dug yourself in. This is a fiction question. That I don't believe that AI is going to deliver on the promise of doing what the premise of this question is, so I can't really answer it. I think that the ballerina are going to be people with critical thinking. So it's important that we teach young people about critical thinking, and actually they are a little bit better at it than some of the older people. Well, I think that first we have to understand what are they trying to achieve. So one of the groups at Genetec, we work with our global customers to do enterprise engineering for their security groups. And so this entails a rigorous thinking about what you're trying to achieve. And so the saving, just cutting the cost may or may not be the answer. And my little finger says that, free, sometimes free is too expensive. Genetec has been working with IoT devices before the term IoT device was coined. So we've been integrating all kinds of esoteric devices for at least the last 25 or 30 years. An example of one such weird device is about 20 years ago, we integrated baggage sorting machines for the airports. Since then, we've integrated package sorting machines for our various logistics customers. Right, but what is OT? OT is actually these control devices that are controlling our sorting machines, that are controlling our oil and gas production, and that's what they call OT. But OT basically is field level IoT devices, controllers, and as I said, that we have been integrating those types of devices for the last 25 years. Well, we're always looking for new technology that is labor saving and that has higher efficiency or more effective. I remember that during the pandemic there were these snake oil salesmen from some disreputable camera companies that were trying to sell cameras to detect fevers. These cameras actually did not have the temperature resolution to actually distinguish between a human that just was running after a bus versus someone that was walking, and therefore any company that actually did try to use that to detect pandemic-related fevers wasted their money. Well, are we underinvesting to reduce risk? Well, we're always doing that because of the following problem. is security in general thinks of themselves as a cost center. When in fact, if they're able to articulate a coherent security strategy, they can become a value creation center for the rest of the business in which they operate. So we actually are fortunate enough to have many of such forward-thinking customers that actually are able to articulate a strategy, and then security measures the flow of people, things, and information, and safety is a byproduct of that measuring process. And when they can expose securely those measurements to the rest of the business can derive value. For example, the business could actually configure, we have customers who have configured their enterprise accounting systems to add an additional layer of security. So in order to be able to approve certain transactions, you actually physically have to be in the building. And so our system can expose those to the ERPs, and then the ERP workflows can use that information to modulate core business workflows. And that's a good example of how security can create value for the general organization in which they operate. Why should consultants specify Genetec's solution? Well, I think that the role of security consultants is actually to understand the technology and understand the capabilities and how that technology fits and can evolve within the client organization. And so they should specify us after determining that the features and the way we evolve them produce the highest value for their customers, and that they will enhance their reputation by specifying the best solution for the end user. And of course, it is our belief that we are among the best solutions that are there. There are some others that are not bad also, and those honorable competitors, I value them. I sleep very well at night. Nothing keeps me up. Amazingly, sometimes I do dream about writing code, and sometimes I dream about being at an exam for which I studied the wrong textbook the night before, but nothing keeps me up at night. So Star Trek was very influential, not just Genetec, but I think in the world as a whole. Just if you think about Star Trek, the first generation, it was written 20 years only after World War II, but nevertheless, on the bridge of the Enterprise, you had a Russian navigator, you had a Japanese pilot, you had Lieutenant Uhura, who was a smart and effective bridge officer, who they also broke ground by having the first interracial kiss on television show. Gene Roddenberry had this wonderful philosophy about the 23rd century, where he said, in the future, there will be no hunger, there will be no greed, and all the children will know how to read. So, Gene Roddenberry's statement makes me, whenever I'm confronted with some of our social problems today, I ask myself, how will we be judged from the 23rd century. Of course, I assume that we will have evolved to the utopian 23rd century that was envisaged by Gene Roddenberry. And so what we do is we certainly are doing things that will help us achieve that utopian society and not the dystopian society that we've seen with the Klingons. My favorite hobby is actually, I really enjoy writing code, and I still write code. I still engage in interesting conversations with both my colleagues here and with friends that are in academia. I'm involved in helping to establish institutions that will teach young people about how to write better software and how to do critical thinking. I think that encoding human thought deliberately is very enjoyable and is very rewarding, and I'm encouraging young people to engage in that and to learn how to perfect that art. Retirement. There's an old Chinese proverb that says, "He who loves his job will never work a day in his life." And since I actually am not working, there's no point in retiring.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Pierre.